Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with a another OMG extra.
Real quick, it's gonna be a quick little.
Some real slight. This was just too good. Black Twitter was blowing up about it, so we just felt like we had to cover it. So today we're going to talk about the season finale of Insecure.
Yeah. Well, 2 episodes have passed since we recorded because last week we were waiting on the next episode to air. So in that episode, spoiler alert. Anyway.
Yeah. If you haven't watched
so
Insecure, don't listen to this.
Yeah, Issa ain't built for the player life. First of all, her side nigga shows up at her work event. Big red flag. She goes sends Molly. Hey Molly, try to run some interference. Try to get him out the way. Molly wasn't really up to it. She didn't really do a good job.
Like a fight. He dismissed Molly. He was like,
right. So Issa had to handle it. Then Lawrence saw Issa talking to Daniel, who's her side nigga, and it was just a lot. And then, Lawrence ain't dumb. And then he started putting two and two together.
Right, because remember, Lawrence saw the text from a Daniel saying, so we not talking anymore.
Right. So then, Lawrence kind of low-key confronts Daniel, like, hey, what's your connection to We Got Y'all? He was like, I don't have one anymore, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And then, so they get back to the crib. Lawrence hit her with who's Daniel? Issa and Mr. Krabs memes again. She's like, she freezes. That's how you know Issa don't know how to play the game. I would have been like, that's my cousin. That's my god brother. You gotta, she really.
That's my ism.
Right. He's a fan from, what I'm saying, USC.
Delta,
one of the bros. Real cool. We did this pregame one time. I went to Fist or something. It's cool. So she ain't lie. She ain't really. Oh, that's Molly's club from that's her sayings from '09. Like she didn't really try. So it was just like she got caught. She told him she, hunched him. He asked like, did you F him? She was like, yeah. Then, he yells and she cries and she does like an old nasty slave wall slide cry. It was awful. I was just in shock because I was like, sis, no. And then Lawrence leaves.
I was hurting for Lawrence.
And then her and Molly fell out in the end of the episode. Like, because she was like, oh, at least I can keep him in. And Molly, like, you don't even deserve Lawrence. And was just like, so they fell out. Okay, so this episode.
Just real quick, Issa said the most disrespectful thing she could ever say to her side dude.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, so what was us? You were just an itch I needed to scratch.
She just basically compared him to, like, eczema. Like, you just.
He was heartbroken.
Irritated skin. Like,
crushed.
you just ashiness right now, sir. Like, you just.
You was just another dude on the hit list.
Like, I just put some aloe on you, and now I'm good.
She went Rihanna on him. She was a savage.
No, if she was a savage, she wouldn't have these problems. She's a savage, she would have been like,
well, when she
knife.
came...
It's a side nigga. But,
it's a cousin.
She would have definitely handled it better if she was a true savage.
Right.
But, okay, so see the finale. So her and Molly still fell out, but they went with
Kelly.
With Big Fish, yeah. Kelly and Bougie, aka Friend. I don't know why they painted us in this. Like, we don't act as bougie as.
Well, Kelly, wow, she big.
Kelly's
nasty.
fun, but she not an AK. Is she? Is she an AK in the story? I don't think she is. But what's her name?
I feel like her name Lisa, but I don't.
She looked like a Lisa, so her name gonna be Lisa.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lisa and Kelly and Molly and Issa all going on this trip. They all being ratchet and ghetto. And then Kelly and Molly out there hoeing, of course. And you know how Molly do. But, that's my girl, though. So y'all can't talk about it.
Molly was more successful than Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly ain't fully get the whole transaction out. But Molly did. Some, like, short dude from the club. It should never get that low. You just pick on random short dudes from the club. Like, it's okay. Just sit that one out. If that's all you got, it just... But she hunched him. He didn't even know what to do. Yeah, he was just like, so what are we gonna... Sit down.
Right, he was like a young Molly. College dude. He was like, I got this.
You don't have to do this.
Title playlist.
I was just watching like Molly sis. No.
Yeah, Molly. It was. Mind you. So what happened? What they fell out is Molly was offended. Issa recommended therapy.
Right.
Just to talk some of her issues out because she can't keep a man and all this and that, and so Molly's just determined. Well, I'm gonna just be comfortable in my own skin, just doing ratchet
living
stuff.
her truth. But I feel like she was more so trying to spite Issa than anything.
Yeah.
Than get her rocks off. It really wasn't even about having sex with the dude. It was about being petty towards Issa. Like, oh, I'm going to do it anyway. So, So they get in the hot tub and, Kelly and Lisa get to, like, trying to basically kind of roasting Molly for not being, wholesome. She's like, oh, I'm new Molly, this and that. And they're like, well... So now you're ruining your life on purpose.
Right. Like you're comfortable ruining your life. Like it is what it is.
Right. So Issa stands up for her, and then Molly's like, "Oh, you're not too bad after all."
Right.
So she kind of like opens up, and then so Lawrence, tell the Lawrence side. Make it quick, cause he ain't trying to make this a quick one.
Okay,
but-
so Lauren, so do I talk about when she came up on his job?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so Issa come up on Lauren's job because he not returning her calls.
I mean, understandably so.
Right. And so he at work, he in the meeting, he's excited at his new job. He like participating. They talking about deliverables. He like, I had that for you sooner than you think you can get it. So
Doing good.
So they're like,
Calvin got a job.
so
Go
they
ahead, Calvin.
so like one of the administrative assistant calls him out like, there's a package here for you. And I'm thinking it's gonna be some flowers, but it's Issa was like, I bought you some stuff since you're not at the house, some toothpaste, and some panties. And laughing like back to when she left the crib. But he's, I appreciate Lawrence for sticking true to his anger and like, nah, that's not funny. And she was like, oh, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
And he was just like, stop calling me. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm tired of you. Like, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
And so we flash to later that evening, before Issa leaves on her trip, or like the first night of her trip. And he's out there, and he's getting twisted with his homeboy, who the light skinned dude who just got engaged, Chris.
Chris something.
It's a light skin.
Yeah, light skin.
Light skin.
Not Jared, but the other light skin.
Right. So he talking about, man, you an old R&B singing type dude, and you really love her, whatever. He was like, man, forget all this sad stuff. Like, call the boys, we're gonna go out to the strip club.
And that's what they did.
So they go out to the strip club and they're drinking, and I guess a little
stories, and
crossfade. Yeah, they talking
how women's standards are lowering now because they get into their 30s and they still single. So the ones you couldn't get back in the day, now you can get them because they don't have no choice type deal.
Right, and his homeboy showing him news like, yeah, this joint sent me this. Like they just doing whatever. He was just talking about, and so Lawrence, who's been in a relationship the past 5 years and hasn't experienced this, is like, oh snap. For whatever reason, he had some weird eye connection with the stripper, like a in love vibe. He was in love. She was just kind of seducing him.
He was just draking in the club.
Right. And so he go gets a private dance, and
he requests fellatio. And she named her price.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So she was charging $200
for fellatio.
For some fallacious acts.
And then
I just feel like that's a lot. What's the going rate for fellatio in the streets these days? I feel like that's a lot.
I don't know. I didn't Google it before this episode. I have to Google it.
You just got to look at the fellatio stocks
these days. I feel like the market is flooded with it. So,
He's paying for it? What?
Demand is low.
Yeah. He took his draking further.
After that, he kind of has a step back. He snaps back into reality, and he dips out the private room. And he calls Issa, and Issa jumps out the hot tub, almost, kicks her friend in the face, and answers. And he's like, I miss you. Like, she's like, well, I'm out of town if you want to go home, instead of sleeping on the couch. He was like, all right, cool. Maybe when you get home, we should talk about us. And so Issa's all excited. She's like, I'm going to get my man back.
She said she's coming home Monday, but since he's talking about want to talk, she's like, well, let me go now.
Yeah.
And, her friends are drunk. They're like, I'm not going to take you because I'm drunk. I already got enough DUI. So she go pack and trying to get an Uber. And then Molly comes to rescue, like, come on, girl, we going to go. Like, I'm your friend now. So they drive in, and Molly like, we cool now. And here, practice how you going to talk to him and all this BS. And then
I like that little scene.
It was a cute scene. It was.
Well, I like the whole practice on me. No, I'm done.
and then it became like her inadvertently, like it's like she was talking to Molly, pretending like she was talking
to Lawrence.
It was really cute makeup scene. So, but before, like while that's showing, they're showing Lawrence going back to the crib, like walking up, he's saying hey to Blood Cuz in the front, whatever his name.
Boo?
They was out on the couch and all that, and
watching Bears.
So she gets to the crib, they're not on the couch no more. So she walks up and it's empty.
She looks down, sees his keys are there.
Yep. So she gets excited.
She smiles.
Yeah.
She's like, my man back.
Bae's home. He's in the room waiting on me. And
she goes in that bedroom. She looks in that closet, and
nothing.
Only his Best Buy polo is hanging there.
That's just nasty.
And this man even took a pillow.
He took his pillow. I'm sure he took like video games. I don't know what it was like.
It looked empty.
He took all his sweatpants, all his bedroom shoes. That's all he wore. But I'm like, he packed quick though. He couldn't have had that much stuff. Like that was record time in the packing.
Well, they was on the highway, like coming from Malibu, so he had time.
I don't know how long it take to get from Malibu to LA.
It takes a few hours.
So
So can I just say, one, I'm tired of people attacking Lawrence and calling him a broke boy for taking the pillow. You all are not appreciating the artistic expression this man Lawrence has in this situation. His level of pettiness is unmatched. One, he leaves his Best Buy polo.
he got all riled up while she on her trip. Called her from the club. That's petty. I'm
He
trying
was
to
real.
help your petty point.
No. I think those were sincere moments. He's drunk. He's in his feelings. He really loves her. Like this 5 years, it just don't end real smooth.
Do you think he was purposely setting her up, knowing he wasn't going to be at the house when she got
No,
there,
no.
or did you think he just didn't know she was coming that night?
One, she didn't say she was coming that night, and two, what I think would happen is he walked in that house, and he thought about the moment she told him that she had slept with another dude. He had thought about all the fun times they had there, and everything that she was willing to risk and ultimately throw away to sleep with another dude, and he got mad. He said, as a man, I can't sit here and take this and act like everything's cool and just go back to her. Because he's hurt. He's seen dude. It's one thing to cheat, but she cheated and he saw dude.
In real life.
So now in his mind, he measuring himself up to him. Like,
What
dang, maybe my hair ain't long enough. Maybe it's not curly enough. I'm not dark skinned enough.
Maybe I don't have mohawk enough.
Right. I'm not buff enough. My
my
jawline
jaws-
kind of weak. This
my
beard
teeth
could
ain't wide
grow.
enough. I mean, he's taller for what it's worth. I mean, I get it, but I just feel like, and that's why I like Insecure, because if we want to get a little deep, everybody on the show is insecure about something.
Right.
You know, she took Awkward Black Girl and she made it even bigger and deeper than it was, and I really, really love it. But everyone's insecure about something. You know, Issa's insecure about
Her
everything,
job,
man,
life,
relationship, friendships, all of that. And then, you know, we have Molly insecure about her relationships and, you know, just romantic life, period.
Yeah.
Lawrence is insecure about his job and his career and money, all of that. We got Daniel probably insecure about his music. You know, people ain't really, the SoundCloud links ain't moving like they used to. You know,
He ain't worked with Drake. All the kids want to know is if he worked
like,
with Drake.
Yeah, you know, he ain't worked with Drake for a Ty Dolla $ign. Ain't really popping like he used to. He can't really name drop as much as he could. We got Kelly. She might be insecure about something. She's like, you know why I gotta be the big friend, aka friend. I always gotta be like, oh,
Perfect Patty.
Perfect Patty. And she's insecure. She has to be perfect all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own insecurities on the show, and that's what I really love about the title and, you know, how the writers really worked with that.
Yeah.
So we didn't talk about where Lawrence went.
Wait, you rushing it. You rushing it.
How am I rushing it?
Cause y'all, you didn't let me finish how artistic his pettiness was. You cut me off.
What else?
So he leaves his Best Buy shirt, which if you know, it's like that's the job he got to make her feel satisfied. Like, look, babe, you know what? I have been on my butt. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do something.
He could have been started working at.
Okay.
But anyway.
And he had been applying for jobs and he had unemployment coming in. And so he leaves that as a reminder, like, I did that for you. And then I'm so tired of people on here calling him a broke boy for taking that pillow. No, see, that's his pillow. And he's not going to give her the satisfaction of rolling over and smelling his scent on that pillow when she misses him. She's just going to have to sit there alone.
That pillow probably smelled like scalp.
And his body soap. And
the
cocoa butter.
Smell like cocoa butter and body soap and Axe or whatever.
It's in
Irish
the pillow.
Spring.
It's in the look, y'all. Look, he's not a broke boy. He's a spiteful boy, and I appreciate that.
He's broke and spiteful, but go ahead, friend.
Well, he got money now.
I mean, he ain't been working that job long enough to get more than 2 checks.
But he probably got a signing bonus.
He might. We'll see. I mean, hey, he got a car that's still being paid for. So I guess.
So yeah. So one, Lawrence is a spiteful artist. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
That is something a man that is truly hurt to the depths of his soul. Those are small details that a man only hurt to the depths of his soul would have done.
Okay.
No, because you said like he would have had to rush and pack and be like, "I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this." And he looked at that polo and said, "Nah,
I'm leaving that.
Leaving that.
He's not taking that to the next house. He's not taking that pain of Best Buy. How may I help you?
I did that for her. Now I'm gonna do me."
Mm-hmm.
And then Lawrence does him. And
so now we can talk about where
we could talk about where Lawrence going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, during his unemployed times, he would go cash his check, his unemployment check at a bank, and there was a teller named Tasha. Tasha the teller. She would cash that check. She was real LA, down hole, probably from 54th and Crenshaw,
Yeah,
real hoop earrings,
round the way girl.
type. Yeah. And she was like,
She
very
wouldn't.
nice.
She would encourage him.
Oh my God, you doing real good for yourself. You got really,
You had a
easily
job with
impressed.
unemployment benefits.
Very easily impressed.
Oh, like he was at Best Buy.
Congratulate
He
him.
had put some graphics up, and she was like, "Oh, you did this. You need to come do this at the bank. You really good." He was like, "Oh, well, some
Total
slack."
opposite Issa, just uplifting the brother.
Right. He
you
was
know.
like, "Yeah, I got this little app I'm working
Reward
on.
of mediocrity,
You
low-key.
got an app. Work on that, boo. Do you?" And she invited him out to lunch one time, but he was like, "You know what? I got
And
it,
she
girl."
got dressed in her body shop 579's best. She, had on heels to go to Best Buy, just breasts just sitting, Tasha tits just
They were
all just
in his face. They were very noticeable
like you ain't going nowhere, but you got all dressed up to go to Best Buy.
because she had
And-
needed some
and
batteries.
came on it to get some batteries for what, Tasha? Tasha, what did you need the batteries for? I guess she don't need them batteries no more. Hello. Anyway, so he had a girlfriend at the time. He's just like, Tasha can't really get down with that. And then
Drunk, emotional,
Draken,
hurt, scarred. Lawrence calls Tasha.
he calls Tasha, and it's time.
He hits her with you up.
And Tasha probably got a special ringtone. I know Tasha got like a.
Tasha was probably dead
Tasha
asleep.
looked like she got an Android. So
rolls over.
Android's got them strong vibrates. So
Right.
she woke up.
The bitch.
So the last scene, Issa sees that he's not there, and then the scene cuts to very graphic.
I thought I was watching Power for a moment.
It was probably worse. Angela and Ghost, they never did what they was doing. I don't know what HBO got going, but it was just a lot of just demonstrate. Go ahead, just go.
It was they were in back shot position, and Lawrence is just
even faster. It wasn't even just
I couldn't even.
It was.
And I looked at the detail. My man was sweating, so he was putting in work.
And
Tasha hook up. They have sexual relations.
Tasha's guts were splattered all across LA after encountering Lawrence that night. And after that, Lawrence became Big L in my eyes. I just feel like Lawrence earned his stripes.
This is much. It
was a lot. It was a
Tasha
lot.
gonna be having flashbacks at work.
So it's interesting to see how that plays out if him and Issa do get back around. Tasha is not gonna go down without a fight. After what I saw on that screen, Tasha is not.
A lot of people were saying where Lawrence slipped up is he gave her some quality, heartbroken Henny.
Love. It was definitely Henny induced, and that's yeah.
And a lot, and as always, Black Twitter was split. People, women like Lawrence, he dirty for this. Like he shouldn't be over there with that little thought. Forget Tasha.
Yeah, and it wasn't cheating, so he really couldn't even. It was like one of them. Issa says, "I'm sorry," but
But here's my thing. Like if we just in being mature. I hope they open it next season with him waking up next to Tasha. And just those emotions now. It's like.
And like Tasha waking up and he gone. And where he go?
Right, because Tasha seemed like she going to get up and make him a full hearty breakfast.
Ooh, yeah, I know she got some good pancakes. And
she got some
sausage.
She got some good omelets. She going to cook some. She got some thick country
I know
bacon.
Tasha could cook.
Tasha
she looked like the type. House clean. She probably make him some tacos like Yvette did. She probably live in a nice little apartment complex. I know Tasha drives an Altima. Like that, if I ain't sure about nothing else, Tasha drives an Altima. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough next season.
So that's going to be interesting. Like, he's going to wake up. I feel like he's going to wake up with some regrets.
Oh, definitely.
He's not
going to be I don't know. He's not even with Issa, but he's not going to feel good about it.
Nah, he's hurt, because he loved her and he still loves her. It's just, when she cheated on him with that dark-skinned brother,
over that Casio board,
his manhood was attacked in his mind.
I mean, you know how men deal with things, but
I mean,
we can talk about the double standard. That's a whole nother episode. So
but maybe here I'll be basic as a man, being a little territorial. But he truly loved Issa. He wouldn't just, he wanted to. He wanted to do right by her. He took her to go look at rings, and you know what she did when they went to go look at those rings?
Had flashbacks.
She had flashbacks of back shots from Daniel.
Tough.
How dare you?
Tough.
You like that? You like that?
That was just
So
yeah, the season ends. with her. You know, Molly comes back. She probably like, girl, he go. So Molly hit that U-turn.
Yeah.
And they sat on the couch and she wept. And I was just like, it's a hard place to me. I love Issa. And it's like, I feel bad, but I can't, but I do, but I don't. But it's just like, sis, hug.
I feel bad for both Issa and Lawrence, and it's possible.
Yeah.
And it's messed up because they show a video of dudes celebrating for Lawrence when he was in
like
there hitting them skins.
Like the Cowboys just hit a touchdown.
And I was happy for him because I know he needed that release right then. He needed something to exert his testosterone because that's the only reason he was going at Tasha the way he was going at her.
Yeah.
Is he had to prove his manhood to her.
Bless his heart.
To himself.
Poor thing.
Tasha may fight Issa after that.
Tasha has cousins. I'm sure she does. And those cousins, they coming.
Girl,
I know where we got y'all at. I'm going to be up there. Like, it's going to be a lot.
He a good man with a job.
With benefits. A degree. And an app.
And he puts it down? He think he me. I'm sorry. What?
What?
Huh?
What?
So back to Insecure, right?
Like, what?
No. So
I'm confused, but go ahead.
I'm you know, some girl was on Twitter was like, they can't get back together or else Insecure is not true anymore. It's not authentic anymore.
People get back together every day, B. Like, it's not really like a thing to not get back together.
It's gonna be interesting. I think the whole next season they're not gonna be together. She can't go back to Daniel because he was just
nothing to come back to. I would like to see her get with White J like in Awkward Black Girl. That'd be funny. Quick little badooch. I miss Awkward Black Girl. I wish I can go back and watch it, but all the episodes aren't on YouTube anymore.
Really?
Yeah, like my favorite episode is the party one.
Oh, okay.
And it's not on there. It's so funny. But yeah, Insecure is great.
Get caught up.
Just thank the Lord for good black television between Atlanta and Insecure. It's been a good year for us.
Power.
You know, Empire's still good. Y'all just need to watch it. So yeah, anything else?
There was one more thing I wanted to say, actually. Finish up. You know, everybody talking about Tasha. Not Tasha. Talking about, Tasha, the bank teller, and Issa, and the one thing, and what I saw, so basically what both Issa and Lawrence fell victim to is they had some insecurities, they had some hurt, they had some bad in their mix in their relationship, and rather than turning and facing it, they let temptation pull them away. More so, Issa let temptation of Daniel pull her away and mess up her whole thing. And that's the same thing that happened with Lawrence. He was in a drunk, emotional, scarred state. So with people, because this is real life. This happens all the time.
But you know, alcohol had a lot to do with both of them because weren't they drinking in the studio?
Yeah.
So there's also alcohol. So that's that Henny.
Right. So
brown liquor. So
what a lot of us need to do is we need to stop turning to the bottles, the blunts, and whatever else.
The booties, the bees.
Right. We need to, after a little emotional issue, we need to stop. Like, I'm gonna get messed up, because that's when you make some decisions.
That are bad.
That makes it hard to come back from. Because I saw this dude. This dude posted on Instagram. He was like, a lot of people are out in love, but not together. And it was like, well, maybe because they done made some mistakes while they were drunk and high.
That they can't even.
It was, yeah.
Just think. Period. Because some people make dumb decisions completely sober as well. So
yeah.
Just try to clear your mind and just think.
Take a step back before you act, because when you break somebody's heart,
yeah, can't fix that.
Only time can heal a broken heart.
So y'all pray for Lawrence and his recovery with Tasha and
I think Lawrence gonna fall into a messed up rebound. Really, any predictions?
I just hope Tasha ain't pregnant. That's a plot twist. That'll be some more Tyler Perry stuff.
I feel like one or two educated. Like
Tasha look like a trapper too, though.
I feel like he paid for a little scrape.
A little scrape. That's what we calling it now.
I was listening to this other podcast. That's how they reference it. Because the other word is just so.
I think a little scrape is a lot more like morbid. Just a little scrape. No.
I'm sorry.
Maybe a little tuna and salad to make her eat a Plan B at least. That's a little okay.
Made her eat a plan.
But yeah, I don't know. Tasha's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. We're
Next
gonna be
season.
seeing a lot more of Tasha next season.
She gonna make his lunch the next day.
She gonna be cooking. I just know Tasha be a fool in that kitchen. But that's I don't know. Issa's gonna have a lot of pills to swallow. A lot of reconciliation. A lot of just. I wouldn't be surprised if like after she really don't hear nothing from Lawrence, she might tiptoe back into the Daniel. But I think she might go back. I think she might just.
I have no doubt that she would.
We haven't seen the last of Daniel either.
But I question if he would
accept it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Because after a woman calls me a scratch, she had she had the scratch.
I mean, I just feel like it's just.
I'm gonna scratch her friend.
Not Molly though. Maybe Kelly.
But that won't hurt.
Now that's an itch. No, but you're sick.
It's an itch.
Yeah. I think that's about it for me. What you got?
Man, I just hate that we gotta wait so long for these good shows.
Next
to come
year
back.
is Atlanta and Secure. Oh, we got Underground coming back too.
My favorite is Power. I feel like I'm Ghost.
But you're not.
I am. I answered one of our questions like that. I too am a drug dealer that owns several nightclubs.
You have nothing in common with. Maybe fraternity affiliations, but that's.
I have that look. Look, the Ghost always got that look like when something real intense.
That's not it. That's not how he looks. That's all right. So y'all be blessed, and yeah.
Get secure in your insecurities, man.